This lecture will discuss about GTO. GTO is nothing but gate turn-off thyristor. So gate turn-off thyristor is a 3-terminal bipolar semiconductor switching device. So bipolar means the current is due to both majority as well as the minority charge carriers. So similar to conventional thyristor, the terminals are anode, cathode and gate. And as the name suggests, the gate current can be used for turning off of this device. So this is the symbol for GTO. So this is anode, cathode and gate. So in gate we have two arrows, one towards the terminal and one away, one outwards. So this indicates that this device can be turned on and off by varying the gate current. So this is a fully controlled switch. That is, both their turn on and turn off characteristics can be controlled. So now we'll see the construction. So similar to SCR, it is also a 4-layer, a 3-junction PNPN semiconductor device. So first, heavily doped P plus region is formed. So above this P plus region, normally doped N layer is diffused. So this is normally doped, this is heavily doped. The plus sign indicates the doping level. So now another heavily doped P plus region is formed over here. So once this heavily doped P plus region is formed, two N plus regions. N plus means heavily doped regions are diffused. So now a metallic plate is attached to the lower P plus layer. So from this metallic layer, anode terminal is brought out. Okay. So similarly, from the heavily doped N plus regions, cathode terminal is brought out, and from the upper heavily doped P plus region, gate terminal is brought out. So these metal plates are placed over the layers in order to brought out these terminals. Okay. So as I have said earlier, this is also a 4-layer junction PN. Okay. So the equivalent circuit of the GTO is similar to that of the normal thyristor. That is, it consists of two transistors connected back to back. One is P plus N and P plus. So this is one PNP transistor. Another one is N P plus N plus. This is NPN transistor. Both these transistors are connected back to back. Now there are 3 junctions. So first junction is a J1. So this is a junction between the anode terminal, region, P plus region and N layer. This is junction J1, also called as the anode junction. So second junction J2 formed it between N and P plus region, and third junction is formed in between this cathode region N plus and this P plus region. This is J3. So these cathode regions are heavily doped up. So these two N regions are heavily doped. This is in order to obtain the higher emitter efficiency. In order to improve the efficiency of the emitter terminal, these two regions, that is the cathode regions, are heavily doped. So if it is done so, then the breakdown voltage of this junction J3 will get reduced. So this will result in low breakdown voltage, 20 to 40 volts respectively. So again, the gate terminal is connected to heavily doped P plus region. So this is also heavily doped in order to obtain good turn-off properties. Okay. So and similarly, this region, P plus region, is also heavily doped. This is anode region. So this is done mainly to improve the efficiency of this junction J1. Okay, which in turn results in good turn-on properties. Okay, so but doing so, this will affect the turn-off capabilities of the GTO. So in order to overcome this drawback, these two heavily doped N plus regions are placed inside this P plus region. Okay, this N plus region, these two N plus regions will directly come in contact with this junction. That is, it is in contact with the above N layer. So as such, these two will form as a short circuit. Hence, this structure is called as a shorted GTO structure. So next we'll see the working principle of GTO, turn on process, how the GTO gets turned on. Okay. So initially a voltage is applied between the anode and cathode terminal with anode made positive with respect to cathode. So and similarly another voltage source is connected across gate and cathode terminal with gate as positive. Okay, gate terminal is made positive with respect to the cathode terminal. So if we increase the gate voltage, the holes will be injected into the cathode region. Okay, the whole current will get injected into the cathode region. So as a result, the junction between the cathode terminal and the P layer will get forward biased, and as a result, the electrons will start flowing from the cathode region. Okay, electrons will be injected into the anode region from the cathode region. Okay, so this in turn injects hole from the anode region. So these anode regions are heavily doped. So due to the emission of electrons from the cathode region, the holes will get injected into the cathode region. Okay, so this process continues and the gate turn off thyristor, that is the GTO, will get turned on. So when compared with the normal thyristor, so the turn on time of the GTO is more quicker. So this is because here gate and the cathode terminals are interdigitated, that is they are interlocked with each other. Each electrode is provided with a separate channel placed very close to each other. So this in turn increases a large turn on area. So the conduction spreads quickly. As a result, it will come into conduction very quickly. Okay, this is one of the advantages of GTO. So next we'll discuss the turn off process. So in order to turn off this GTO, a negative voltage is applied across the gate. That is, gate is made negative with respect to the cathode. Okay, so whenever this gate is made negative, the holes which are injected from the anode will get diverted. Some of the holes will get diverted towards the gate. So as in when we keep on increasing this negative voltage, more and more holes get diverted through the gate terminal. As a result, this suppresses the electron emission from the cathode. Okay, as we further increase this voltage, more and more holes will get diverted through the gate terminal, and this electron emission will be suppressed due to the reverse bias of this junction in between the cathode and the P terminal. So this in turn turn off the device. So this is what we have discussed. To turn off GTO, a reverse bias is applied. That is, gate is made negative with respect to cathode. As a result, the electrons will get suppressed. Injection of electrons from the cathode suppressed. Okay. This in turn turns off the device.